What's going on, guys? Car review guys here. My name is AJ and we are with the 2024 Mercedes-Benz GLE 53 AMG SUV. Woo! That's almost like a rap song, you know what I mean? I'm just kidding. Anyway, we are going to do the full review today. We are going to start with the exterior, work our way to the interior, and then we're going to take it on a drive. The video later this week is going to be the 5 things to love and the 5 things to improve. That will be a much shorter video, and I developed that one more as I live with the vehicle for 1 week. And so, without further ado, let's roll. Starting on the exterior, if you were looking at the 2023 model, you're going to notice that there is a refresh for the 2024. You have some new LED headlamps, you have a slightly different grille, and overall it looks really good. The lights are really bright, which obviously you would expect with LED. Underneath the hood is a 3-liter inline-6 turbo. And you are going to be looking at 0 to 60 in 4.9 seconds, 429 horsepower with 384 pound-feet of torque, paired to a speed shift TCT 9-speed transmission. Your curb weight's going to be around 5,082 pounds. And this is also paired with the motor, a 48-volt mild hybrid system, which essentially just creates no turbo lag, if you ask me. As far as the wheels go, as we look right here, there are going to be 7 different options on the 53, and it's going to vary from 20 to 22 inches, and they are 275 in width. What you were looking at in particular is a 21-inch. And it is pretty neat because if I get up close, it is actually a matte black, and then with like the finished look. I actually think it looks pretty slick. I love the fact that the moldings are color matched. You guys know I'm a huge fan of that if you are not new to this channel. Working our way around, it does have keyless entry, and it is right there on all 4 door handles. Working our way around the back, you're going to notice again the refresh. You have LED tail lamps with a slightly new design, and this one has the AMG exhaust. Check that out, quad tips, and they are like a black chrome basically. Sounds really good too. We'll get to that in just a second. Working our way around, you're going to notice this does have a passenger fuel door. And as far as the stats go on this, you are looking at 18 city, 23 highway, combined average of between 19 to 20, depending on obviously what you do more, and it has a 22.5 gallon fuel tank. Checking the rear, you can simply open it by just pressing right underneath the Mercedes-Benz emblem. And back here, you are going to have around 33 cubic feet of space, and if you throw the seats down, you should open it up to around 77 cubic feet. So over double by putting the seats down. Over here on the right, there is a button to lower or raise the suspension. So that way, if you're a shorter person, you may need to lower it just a little bit, and it's easier to load the rear. So that actually is pretty nifty. It's the first time I've seen that. It's not that it hasn't been done before. It's just the first time that I've seen that on any vehicle that I've ever reviewed. So pretty neat. To simply close the hatch, you're just going to press it right there, and down she goes. Alrighty, you guys know I like to test whether it is easy to get in or out. So let's test the rear. So right off of the bat, the door opens like really wide. I mean, that is really wide. So that's gonna help if you need that kind of assistance, like the door to be out of your way if you struggle, whatever. As far as getting in, there is a handle right here. I don't know if you guys can see it there. You can grab that if you need to. I don't obviously need to really. You just kind of step in, slide in, and you're good to go. That was actually very easy. Now that we're back here, this one does have a carbon fiber package for like the interior trim design. And you're gonna notice it throughout the interior, along with the upgraded Burmeister. Love the speakers, sound incredible. It also has the ambient lighting. You see the pen striping there. You guys will see it in the review here shortly. In the middle, you do have your cup holders right here. And as far as the seats go, you have like an Alcantara right there, and then leather everywhere else. Pretty cool looking design. There are many color options available. In the center, you have two USB-Cs, a little cubby, and some rear air vents. As we step into the front, full disclaimer, I have this review as this is coming out. Mercedes-Benz doesn't even have the build option on their website yet, so there may be some things that change from what I even potentially say, or I may not even have the information to give you guys yet because it is not fully released by Mercedes-Benz. So just keep that in mind, just so you guys know, but I am trying to give you all as accurate information as possible. Now, the other thing to note about the rear, there is an option right now. It is a 5-seater. There's an option to get a 7-seater. So that is optional per Mercedes-Benz website. Now, stepping into the front, test this out here. Pretty easy to get out in and out of. My goodness, I can't talk. The only thing to consider is like the bolsters on these seats. I mean, not gonna lie, it's not the most comfortable trying to get into with that bolster. If you're like me, I'm 5'9". If you're a little bit taller, it's probably a little bit easier, just being honest. It's still easy to get in and out of. It's just not that comfortable to get in and out of because the bolster, it goes somewhere where it's not that comfortable. Just saying. Before we get into everything in this interior, I did want to mention, because I forgot to mention on the exterior, there are 2 new paint colors for 2024. That is Alpine Gray and Twilight Blue Metallic. So there's 2 new paint codes. When those are 100% available, I don't know yet, but that is going to be on the 2024 model that I forgot to mention on the exterior. So now that we're in here, let's flip the camera around so you guys can check out this beautiful interior. So you have 3 levels of memory seating. You have heated seats, cooled seats, and then this is to control the passenger seat. Carbon fiber with the ambient lighting looks incredible. Switches all feel really premium. They're all one touch up and down, as you can see. One touch again, up and down. So all 4 windows are one touch, which is great. All of your lighting settings are up here. You have some paddle shifters on the steering wheel. They look pretty cool, and they're nice and big. Like as far as on the back side, like that's 4 fingers, and you can see I still got room to go. So it's nice to have good size paddle shifters. Down here on the left, you can control your exhaust, open or closed. So obviously I said that opposite. Right now it is open. So we open this door. Let's hope that you can hear it. So this is open. Actually, no. Let's start with closed. Here's closed. All right, you ready? All right, now select the button. It's red. It is open. Okay, in person, it's a huge difference. So if you guys can't tell, I apologize. Sound never comes through on audio, no matter how good of a mic you have. Over here, you've got all of your cruise control functions, adaptive cruise control. You have your lane centering. Over on the right, you have your volume. This is all like touch sensitive, so you can just scroll wheel it. You can see it scroll wheel there as I go through. We're gonna make sure to turn it down just in case something starts blaring. I have no idea what. Down here you have your select for what you want to go through. So you have sport, and it's showing you your motor, suspension, and your dynamics. And you have Sport Plus. Sport Plus opens up the exhaust as well. So if we keep it in Sport Plus with the exhaust open, let's see if you can hear this now. Sorry, open the door one more time. Nice little burbles, crackles. It sounds really, really good. Even on the inside of the cab, I can also hear a difference. In Sport Plus, they are little digital displays, so you guys can see down here as well as on the screen. Now, you're going to notice there are two screens. Both are 12.3-inch displays. Really clean looking. I like the way that they look. It is also a touchscreen, but you also have your trackpad down here. You can go through, select whatever you need to select. You have your camera right here, which I can press, and you guys can see, again, Mercedes-Benz is like constantly leading the industry. You can just drag all the way around it. You have a nice detailed descriptive view of your AMG, and it does look good. Now, this is a good time to talk about this, I suppose. So this is the AMG 53. If you decide to go to the 63, your 0 to 60 is going to go from a 4.9 down to a 3.7. And you're going to be looking at 603 horsepower and 627 pound-feet of torque. And that is a V8 bi-turbo opposed to the inline 6. You guys know me, I'm all about the power. Obviously there is a price jump. I don't think it's final yet as to what the price is. This 53 comes in at $86,750, and there are a few different packages you can get on it to make it go up a little bit more. Back over on the steering column, you're gonna notice down here you have telescopic. You can go up or down. Obviously I have it all the way down already. And then you have your heated steering wheel switch right there. In typical Mercedes-Benz fashion, your right stock is for your gear selector, which, again, not a surprise. I believe there is, not all options are available. My understanding is heads-up display is going to be optional. This one does not have it, but just bear with me because, again, this is all brand new. So keep that in mind. That could be wrong. That is one thing to double check as information gets released. Down here, you're going to notice two cup holders, a wireless charging pad, and two USB-Cs right there. And you can simply pull it down, and this is a unique design. Has like little rib cages, if you will, in it. Kind of unique. The other thing is it does have a little, I call it a cigarette lighter every single time, but you guys get it. Old school type of charger. And then this is your air ride suspension. You can raise or lower the vehicle with that toggle. Right here, to get into the center console, you simply just press the button, and it is kind of small. It slopes at an angle, but it's fairly deep. It's just small dimensionally, but yeah, has a nice little shelf back here as well. And right up in the center, to polish off the interior, the last two things, you have dual zone climate with actual toggles. I am a big fan of the toggles. And over here, you can turn off the automatic stop start by just pressing that button. You guys know I always turn that off. I'm not a fan, so let's do that right now. And then last but not least, up above us, you are going to notice it is a panoramic roof, which again, you are going to see in the cinematic because I have it open in the cinematic so that you guys can fully see it. It does take a while to open because it is like ginormous. Okay, I lied. One more thing. We have to go over the materials on the interior. Over here on the door, this is soft touch, soft touch. This actually little piece is a little bit harder. It's not really soft touch, but this is soft, this is soft. This is very soft. Hard plastic, nice because it's not piano black, so you guys don't have to complain about it scratching, which is great. Obviously, carbon fiber. On the steering wheel, you're going to notice it is like a suede or Alcantara, and then you have leather up in the middle, and then same thing down here in the middle, you're going to notice you have the leather AMG badging. Over on the right, I believe these are like little grab handles, mainly for the passenger, but it is all soft other than the underside. It is a hard plastic underneath there. And then where your elbow touches, it is also soft. So overall, I think Mercedes-Benz, they always have like the best interiors. There's no way to beat around that bush. They just do, and they do an amazing job. Again, there are several color options to choose from and different trimmings to choose from for your interior. Not every single one of them have been released at this point, but to my knowledge, there are at least seven. So a lot of options for the interior for this vehicle. I think it's time we roll the cinematic and then we take it on a drive. Let's roll. Well, I think it's only proper. I mean, this isn't AMG. You're probably watching this because you want some performance with an SUV. So we got her in Sport Plus. We have the exhaust open and we're going to do a little rip. In 3, 2, 1, let's roll. What? It's such a crazy sensation being in an SUV that weighs 5,000 pounds curb weight. And it does that. What? Oh my goodness, that is absolutely wild. So obviously, like I've already mentioned, if you were to go to the 63 instead of the 53, your 0 to 60 is not going to be a 4.9, it's going to be a 3.7. Like, I don't know if Mercedes-Benz like direct competition is the Urus or the RSQ8, but that is up there with those guys. I mean, that's quick. 3.7 for an SUV is 3.7 is quick for anything. Just to be clear, I mean, you guys know that I've owned an Acura NSX 2017. I've had a C7 Z06, a bunch of fast cars. By any stretch, that's quick. Okay. Now, this one for the price tag, again, coming in around the $87,000 mark. Super impressed as far as the speed goes. 4.9, and there is like no lag. That's crazy. And the all-wheel drive just hooks. All right, let's see. We got to get out here just a little bit. What about a turn? Like, guys, there's zero wheel spin. Zero. And that's not because like it's not quick. It is quick. Wow, that's crazy. That's good, that's impressive. So with the dynamic all-wheel drive, what that does is it basically sends power to each wheel that basically needs it. Now, my NSX was the exact same way. I fully expect that in a high-end supercar. The fact that this performs the way it does, and you could be carrying, you know, 2, 3, 4 kids around, plus a wife or a girlfriend, whatever, and still have that, that's crazy. Now, the next piece for me, always in luxury, is sound. Let's turn the exhaust down. Let's put it into comfort mode. And all of a sudden, it's totally tame. Like, this might be the SUV that can just do it all. It just might be. Like, road noise is quiet now. You can hear a little bit of tire noise, but not bad. Certainly better than most. All right, we have a little cattle grade here. Let's test that. You're gonna hear it for sure. Oh, floated over it like butter. I mean, that was really smooth. Usually that's like a little like dip basically. And that, you probably saw my head, it stayed pretty smooth. That was really good. It's checking blind spots over to our left. This pillar is actually fairly skinny and it's not like right against you. So it's actually a ways from you, like an extra probably inch or 2 inches from most vehicles. So you can see pretty well that direction. There is blind spot monitoring if you need it. Checking over to our right, the windows are ginormous, so there is no complaints there. Adaptive cruise control works really well. The other question I get asked all the time is, do the modes change the way it drives? Absolutely. I mean, this is probably one of the best examples I've had to date for the different drive modes drastically changing this vehicle. It really changes it. I mean, from Comfort to Sport Plus, massive difference in throttle response. You have your exhaust that changes the attitude, your suspension totally changes, your steering wheel stiffens up in Sport Plus, like different animal based on just simply turning a knob. And I think that is an amazing job by Mercedes-Benz. All right, I think before we wrap this up, we got to do one more in Sport Plus, because that, like, it just blows my mind. Like, how's that even possible? Oh, downshifted immediately, and go. That is wild. It is like a different sensation when you're in an SUV that's 5,000 pounds. I'm telling you, if you guys have never driven anything that is large and moves, it's a different feeling, different kind of feeling. I think that's pretty much going to wrap up the review on this 2024 Mercedes-Benz 53 AMG. It rides good, it drives good, it's quick, it's quiet, it's comfortable. It's pretty much everything. It does a really good job. So, if you guys want to see the next video, 5 things to love and 5 things to improve, be sure to subscribe so you can see that video. For a vehicle that is right around, well, it's under 6 figures, this thing is incredible. Incredible. I mean, it's luxury, it's sporty, it's fun. I cannot tell you how good this vehicle is. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't a believer. I just wasn't. I'm a believer now. I am. I genuinely am. You guys that know me, I don't church nothing up that it's not. This is it. This is an amazing SUV. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. And as always, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.